Hello and welcome to AFRICUNIA Television News Updates, reaching you from our studio here in the nation's commercial capital, Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Deborah Ezeh. Now looking into the African scene, after long hours of uncertainty, Guinea-Bissau's President Umaro Sissoco Embalo took to Twitter to say the situation was contained. Calm seems to be back in the streets of Bissau. I am well, praise be to God, President Umaro Sissoco Embalo wrote on Tuesday night. He took to Twitter to say the situation was now under control in the West African capital, ending more than 3 hours of uncertainty. Sustained gunfire was heard yesterday near the seat of government in the West African states, in what the African Union and ECOWAS bloc called an attempted coup. And in Ethiopia, Ethiopian Airlines returned into Boeing 737 MAX back to the skies yesterday. It was the first time since the crash nearly 3 years ago killed all 157 people on board. In a statement, the airline said their decision came after intense verification by regulators in the United States, the European Union, China, and Ethiopia. 2 crashes involving the aircraft triggered its global grounding nearly 3 years ago. And now in Burkina Faso, the trial of the alleged killers of former Burkina Faso President Sankara, killed in a 1987 coup, will resume today, Wednesday, after the junta re-established the constitution. The trial was suspended earlier on Monday, having already been suspended for the first time by a coup a week ago. And now we head to Nigeria, where Nigeria missed its crude oil output targets for January 2022, pumping 1.46 million barrels per day against a target of 1.683 million BDP as approved by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Officials of the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited said the country continued inability to meet its output targets had caused the repeated plunge in oil earnings, leading to the monthly drop in the NNPC remittances to the Federation account. They, however, attributed Nigeria's prolonged inability to meet its OPEC production quota to the spate of oil pipelines vandalism, delay in the full implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act, among others. And still in Nigeria, Governor Rufai, who yesterday revealed out gloomy details of the spate of insecurity that has held Kaduna State by the juggler, receiving reports of the security challenges facing the state compiled by the Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan. The governor said Kaduna lost 1,192 residents to bandits across the state in 2021, while 3,348 citizens were kidnapped. He reiterated that the prerogative of the state needs to be asserted and not merely proclaimed. And now in Senegal, separatist rebels have killed 4 Senegalese soldiers and are holding 7 captive after a clash on the border between Senegal and the Gambia last week. The Senegalese army updated on Monday a tally after clashes on the border with Gambia. The soldiers were part of ECOMIG, the peacekeeping mission from the West African bloc ECOWAS in the Gambia. Now on to the foreign scene. Russian President Putin accused the West on Tuesday of deliberately creating a scenario designed to lure it into war and ignoring Russia's security concerns over Ukraine. In its first direct public comment on the crisis for nearly 6 weeks, a defiant Putin showed no sign of backing down from the security demands that the West has called non-starters and a possible excuse to launch an invasion, which Moscow denies. And still on the foreign scene, United States said it is sending fighter jets to assist the United Arab Emirates following missiles attack on the Gulf states launched by Yemen's Houthi movement, including a forward attack aimed at a base hosting U.S. force. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin also told Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan in a telephone call on Tuesday that Washington would send the guided missile destroyer, the USS Cole, to partner with the UAE Navy ahead of a port call in Abu Dhabi. In updates from the United Nations, the United States, supported by Britain and France, has asked the United Nations Security Council to meet behind closed doors on Thursday over North Korea's launch of an intermediate-range ballistic missile. North Korea confirmed on Monday it has launched a Hwasong-12 ballistic missile the same weapon it had once threatened to target the U.S. territory of Guam with, sparking fears that nuclear-armed states could resume long-range testing. And finally, on the sports scene, Everton have sacked head coach Jim Luck after just 10 games in charge of the WSL side. Jim Luck's 6 league games in charge saw Everton win just once and lost on 3 occasions and leave the toughest 10th in the table. His last WSL outing in charge of Everton ended in a 3-0 defeat at West Ham on January 23rd. And now that's all we can take on News Update today. Do follow all our social media platforms on Jointum, Pangram, Instagram and Facebook respectively. Visit our website on www.africunia.tv to stay connected and updated to our news and subsequent programs. Once again, I am Deborah Ezeh. Many thanks for watching.